Hi, this is from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2 from 1975. So let's get started. One morning, Winnie the Pooh was on his way to visit his friend Piglet. Although Pooh's head was stuffed with fluff, he was a cheerful fellow. As he walked along through the woods, he was humming a song to himself. Pooh did not look where he was going. All of a sudden, someone bounced into him. Pooh found himself flat on the ground. Tigger was sitting on his tummy. "Hello, Pooh," said Tigger. "It's a fine day for bouncing." Tigger helped Pooh get up. "Thank you, Tigger," said Pooh. "I was just thinking it's a fine day for going to visit Piglet." "I was on my way to see Rabbit," said Tigger, "but I will come along with you." And Tigger bounced away. Tigger bounced on ahead of Pooh. He bounced so fast, and he bounced so far. Then he bounced right into Piglet. Tigger cried, "Piglet, you scared me." "I'm worried," said Tigger. "Well, no, sorry," said Tigger. He helped Piglet get up. "Now I'm off to see Rabbit," said Tigger. "Why don't you and Pooh come with me?" Away he bounced again. Tigger bounced into Rabbit garden. Rabbit was busy counting his carrots. Suddenly, Tigger bounced on top of him. "Hello there, Rabbit," said Tigger. "Tigger, you're a pest," cried Rabbit. When Pooh and Piglet reached the garden, they helped Rabbit to his feet. Rabbit was very angry at Tigger. "Why are you always so bouncy?" he cried. "Bouncing is what I do best," Tigger said, and he began to sing. The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger are wonderful things. Their tops are made of rubber. Their tails are made of spring. They are bouncy, troutsy, flouncy, pouncy, full of fun, fun, fun. The most wonderful thing about Tigger is I'm the only one. By the time Tigger bounced away, Rabbit's whole garden was ruined. Later that day, Rabbit came up with a splendid idea for unbouncing Tigger. He told Pooh and Piglet about it. "We will take him on a long is we'll take him a long explore and leave him in the woods," said Rabbit. "When we go back to get him next morning, Tigger will not be so bouncy." "That's a splendid idea," said Piglet. "What do you think, Pooh?" Pooh was sitting in a cozy chair and he had fallen asleep. Pooh, no, Piglet poked him. "I think it's a splendid idea," said Pooh, after Piglet told him all about it. The very next day, Rabbit, Pooh, and Piglet took Tigger into the wood. "When we come back to get Tigger tomorrow," said Rabbit, "the bounce will be all gone. He'll be a sad Tigger, a sorry Tigger, a rabbit. I'm so glad to see you, Tigger." Tigger bounced farther and farther away. He did not know about Rabbit's idea to leave him in the woods. The three friends found a hollow log. "Quick," said Rabbit, "hide inside." They climbed inside the log. Tigger soon came back to look for them. "Hello," he called. No one answered. Tigger stood on top of the log. He called to his friends again. They still did not answer. "They must be lost," thought Tigger, and he bounced away to find them. As soon as Tigger was out of sight, Rabbit, Pooh, and Piglet started home. After a while, they came to a sand pit. Something is wrong, said Piglet. I'm sure we passed by here before. Not this, said Rabbit. Keep walking. Soon they came to the sand pit again. I believe we are lost, said Pooh. We have been looking for a home, but we keep finding the sand pit. Maybe if we start looking for the sand pit, we will find our way home. I'm sure I know the way, said Rabbit. You two wait here, and I'll find it. Pooh and Piglet waited for Rabbit. They waited and waited and waited, but Rabbit did not come back. At last, Pooh took Piglet's hand. Let's follow my tummy, said Pooh. Whenever I get hungry for honey, my tummy leads me home. Sure enough, Pooh Tummy found the way. Just as he came out of the wood, Tigger bounced into them. Oh, Tigger, said Pooh. Rabbit is lost in the woods. Tigger never gets lost, said Tigger. I'll go back to find him. He bounced away. Meanwhile, Rabbit was all alone in the darkest part of the woods. He was very, very lost. Every time he looked around, he thought he saw someone watching him. He heard all sorts of scary sounds. Then Rabbit heard someone creeping in the bushes. Help, Pooh, help, Piglet, he shouted. Suddenly he was bounced to the ground. Tigger, Rabbit cried. I'm so glad to see you. Tigger led Rabbit out of the wood. Poor Rabbit. His splendid idea for unbouncing Tigger had not worked out very well. Bright and early the very next morning, Tigger went to Kinga's house. Kinga was busy sweeping the yard. May I take Roo for a walk with me? Asked Tigger. Of course, dear, said Kinga. As Tigger bounced away, Roo rode on his back. Can Tigger climb trees? Asked Roo. That's what Tigger do best, said Tigger. I will show you. Tigger found a tall tree. He bounced from branch to branch. He bounced up. Oh, Tigger, squeaked Roo. He bounced higher. Oh, Tigger, Roo squeaked again. He kept bouncing higher and higher. Soon they were near the top of the tree. When Tigger looked down, he was very scared. How did this tree get so high? He cried. Isn't it fun? Said Roo. No, answered Tigger. I forgot to tell you, Tigger can't climb down. Hooray, squeaked Roo. We'll stay here forever. Just at that moment, Pooh and Piglet came by. They happened to look up at the tree. Piglet whispered, Pooh, there's a jaguar. Are jaguars for restless animals? Cried Piglet. I'm not sure, said Pooh. Let's walk a bit closer and see. When Pooh and Piglet reached the tree, they saw Tigger and Roo near the top. Hello, cried Roo. Tigger is stuck. Don't worry, Tigger, called Pooh. We will get Christopher Robin. He thinks of a way to rescue you. Before long, Christopher Robin appeared. He ran to the tree with Rabbit and Kinga. I do hope Tigger had learned his lesson, said Rabbit. Maybe he'll stop bouncing now. Christopher Robin took off his coat. He told everyone to hold on to a corner so Roo could jump into it. After Roo came tumbling down, Christopher Robin called up to the Tigger. Now it's your turn to jump, he said. Tigger don't jump, they bounce, said Tigger, but if I ever get down from here, I promise never to bounce again. Do you hear that? Cried Rabbit. He promised to stop bouncing. Tigger closed his eyes and let go of the tree. Down, down, down he fell. He landed on the coat with just a thump that everyone felt backwards. Tigger was happy to be down. He started to bounce. But Rabbit held his hands. No bouncing, Tigger, he said. You promised never to bounce again. That's right, said Tigger. I did. Tigger began to walk away. Without his bounce, he was a very sad Tigger indeed. Rube watched his unhappy friend. I like the old bounce, the Tigger better, he said. So do I, dear, said Kinga. So do I, said Pooh and Piglet. Everyone looked at Rabbit. Well, said Rabbit, so do I guess. All of a sudden, Tigger came back bouncing back. Do you really mean it, Rabbit? He cried. May I have my bounce back? Yes, said Rabbit. I really mean it. Hooray, said Tigger, and off he bounced happy to be his bouncy old self again. So that was Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2 from 1975. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.